Hey there guys, it's Aarava here today bringing my F1 2014 career mode, and we're here with part 17 for the USA Grand Prix at the Circuit of Americas. The third time we've come here so far in F1, and so here we're in practice. We've got an objective to increase our mechanical grip by 10%, so that will be pretty good to improve the Williams. And we've also got some setup work to do. Obviously, it's a fine balance here at COTA with low downforce needed for that long back straight in Sector 2, but also a lot of high downforce needed for that Silverstone style Sector 1 and Sector 3, which is pretty tricky. So that's the story of practice, and we actually finished up in first place in practice, 8/10 ahead of Lewis Hamilton in his Mercedes. Daniel Ricciardo, our rival, in fourth place. Obviously, we're trying to beat him as much as we can to maybe get a Red Bull seat for Season 2. And so going into Q1, we finished up in first place on the Prime tyres, 3/10 ahead of Rosberg. So the AI closing the gap a tiny bit when I went on the Prime tyres. But the Prime tyres actually felt really good around this track so far. And then going into Q2, we finished up in 8th place. So a lot lower than before, 8/10 off the pace on the option tyres. So not looking good so far on the option tyre pace. Ricciardo in 5th and my teammate in 4th. But as we go on to our first flying lap here in Q3, let's see how it goes. So up into that turn 1, long climb up to turn 1, braking down to second gear, chucking the car left. The rear wants to really give way there, but you just have to be patient on the throttle. And now here, going down towards now this kind of Maggots and Beckett style section almost here at COTA. They sort of nearly copied it almost. So here we go, left and then right and then left again, chucking it through now down to 4th gear, and then just letting the car roll through the gears, and now going through down to 3rd, and now through to this next really tight right-hander and the left-hander, sort of like a big chicane, but it's really tricky on this exit to really nail the power, and that curb especially is very nasty, and if you hit it at the wrong angle you can actually spin off on the left. So now here down to the hairpin, now through down to the back straight. Now this is where we need the lower downforce setup. So I can't remember exactly what the wings were running. We'll show you at the beginning before the race, but they were pretty decent, and opening DRS now, and we're going to get into 8th gear obviously down this very long back straight here, one of the longer ones in F1. And now we come down to this left-hander, very awkward because you really want to brake as late as possible, but if you brake a bit too late you can sometimes lose the rear, like I actually did a tiny bit there. And now here we chuck it down to second gear, and now we come to this very awkward part of this of the track in this stadium style section. Very awkward corner here, this left-hander. It's sort of a fake apex on the first one, and then the second one you have to try and hit very awkwardly at a weird angle. But now we're coming through this sweeping right-hander, almost like Turkey but backwards. Here we go. And now down to this next corner on the left-hander. Very tricky in 3rd gear. You don't really run too wide on the right-hand side, and we keep it within the lines. Good stuff there. Now down to this final corner, and we actually get it very wrong there. We went down to 1st gear. You meant to just keep it in 2nd. So we got the end of the lap very wrong, but for now that's fastest. But as we continue on our second flying lap, you can see we're in 4th place. So this is good enough to get 4th place. Here on the second flying lap in Q3, what we will get now, we're up to 3rd place. So we're going to get 3rd place on the grid. So that first flying lap messed it up at the end with the 1st gear, and we were fastest momentarily, but then on our second run we went down to 4th and got back up to 3rd with that final run. So 3rd place on the grid, not too bad, behind both Mercedes, so the best of the rest, as you can say. And my driver with a very weird expression, sort of, I couldn't do any more. I guess I couldn't really do any more. I'd really tried my hardest on that last flying lap. But yeah, that is a good position, though, for 3rd place on the grid. You know, good stuff, and we're going through the setup now. And I think we can try and, maybe try and battle the Mercedes for a win. I think our pace will be good. The Prime tyres really felt really nice. So I think we can try and maybe battle for the win if we get a good start. A really clean exit of that turn 1, because it's very tricky on traction. As ever, we'll try our best in the race. So here we go. Nico Rosberg on pole position. Lewis Hamilton 2nd place. I'm in 3rd. Vettel is 4th, and Alonso's in 5th, right behind me. So we're going to have to be careful at the start, because I think they could jump us. So let's go to 5 red lights. Hopefully we can maybe try and jump the Mercs if we get a good start, at least maybe one of them. So here we go, 3, 4, and now 5 red lights for the USA Grand Prix, and we're off. And we've actually had a very poor start. Vettel's going to jump us there. Hamilton and Rosberg have had a great start. Rosberg, an awesome start there, up into 1st place there. And then we come through. Oh my god, we've been taken out. We've smashed our front wing off. Alonso's been hit by Kvyat and Gutierrez. I'm stuck on the bloody curb. Alonso's reversing into me, and then Bianchi goes through. I think that was Kvyat and then Verne there behind us, and Gutierrez goes through. We've got no front wing, so this is terrible stuff here at the USA Grand Prix. We've got to go back a whole lap without a front wing, although this circuit's not too bad for without a front wing. It's got a lot of straights, so we actually come through towards the end of the lap. We're going to the pits now. As you can see, we're actually still on the same pit straight as all the AI, so we actually did very well there to not lose too much time without a front wing. But I just, that start went in a flash. I didn't even have time to really react too much. So yeah, I don't really know. I moved over to the right-hand side of the track to try and maybe outbrake Alonso down his inside, and maybe try and, you know, go around the outside of the Mercs and the Red Bull of Vettel. And seemingly I must have just tapped an AI car, or the AI car slammed into me as I just kind of darted right in front of him, and he just like took me out. I just got punted into a wall, really. So I don't know whose fault it is, because I didn't bother looking behind me while the incident happened. So we're just gonna have to assume that there was just sort of a racing incident at the start. So here we go on lap 5. We're on the prime tires now, so we're gonna have to try and make 2 prime stops work, because the original plan was to go option prime option, but now we're gonna have to go option prime prime. Hopefully these prime tires last. You know, in practice, the prime tires really did well in our R&D test as well while we did that, so let's hope. So here on lap 5, we overtook Bianchi quite easily through the S's there. Obviously the Marussia with lower downforce than the Williams, so pretty easy stuff. Down the inside of Kvyat, really opportunistic move. Kvyat going very slowly, and really at this point I'm desperately trying to gain as much positions as I can. You know, it's the start of the race. The AI are on heavier fuel. You know, obviously we are as well, but, you know, AI will be a bit susceptible. Here we are on the DRS zone of Gutierrez. Can we get Gutierrez's Sauber and maybe the car up ahead? That's a Caterham. Go down the inside of both of them. Awesome move there. 18th place, so we're up to 18th. We're taking no prisoners right now at the moment on these prime tires, and obviously you've got to remember also all these AI are on option tires, and around about this lap 6 to lap 9, that's when the tires will really start to go off for them, but my prime tires will stay with me for a bit, so we're gonna have to use this superior grip advantage at the moment to try and make as many places up. We go around the outside of Maldonado, nice move there. Now down through to this Nagelsbeck style corner, around the outside of Ericsson there, even before the section starts, and now we're chasing down the Spaniard of Fernando Alonso, who obviously got taken out with us, but he didn't lose his front wing, so he's on worn tires and he's just at the back in what is 15th place. We try to overtake Alonso going down the inside, but looks like the wily old fox is going to try and stay with me. I've lost the rear of Tad. He's going to come through. I'm going to dart down the inside now. We've made the move, hopefully, for 15th place, and I think that will be it, because he goes wide, and we've got the place for 15th place from Alonso. So very good move there. Good fight with Alonso. He did hold me for one lap, for one corner. I thought I might have got him on that end of the back straight. So here we go on lap 9 on Sergio Perez for what will be 10th place now, as some AI have made their pit stop. You can see on the mini-map some people are in the pits. So up to 10th place now, with people making their pit stops. So obviously now the AI are going to make their pit stops. We're going to gain some time, but hopefully we won't lose any when we have to make our pit stop. So now we overtake Hulkenberg. Very easy move there for 9th place on lap 9, down to this hairpin style corner on the left-hander, and now we go up to lap 11, and now we're going to try and overtake Magnussen here, down for 8th place. Really punchy move there on Magnussen there for 8th place. So now we're really just gaining the positions, and now onto lap 14. Here we go on Jenson Button opening the DRS. We're just making moves galore. Here we go, slipstreaming Jenson Button. Here we go to the left-hand side of the track. Button stays in the middle of the track, and I go for 7th place. We're going back to the racing line, and there is our teammate Felipe Massa scrapping with Kimi Raikkonen. So we've closed up on our teammate with an excellent pace on these prime tires, opening the DRS once more, lap 15. This is quite some way back from Raikkonen and Massa. Here we go, darting down the inside of both of them. Sweet move there for 5th place. Awesome stuff. That was great to watch back on lap 15 for 5th place. Wicked move there down the inside of both of them. And now we're on the back of Daniel Ricciardo. This is awesome stuff on lap 23. We've already made our pit stop for the 2nd prime tyres, so we missed the pit stop out, but we've already made the pit stop for that, so we're on fresher prime tyres. And here we go, making the move for 4th place, closing DRS, now moving to the right hand side of the track, around the outside of Ricciardo. We did the dummy move there. Thought we made him think we were going to go to the left, then we closed DRS and quickly snapped to the right, and that was a great move for 4th place. And here we go on lap 28. It's all gone by in a flash. Very quick race, very action-packed race. Overtakes galore, really. The only thing that sort of happened in that race was overtakes. And so here we go for 4th place. Great recovery drive here at the USA Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton wins the race, but on lap 28 we come through for 4th place. Great recovery drive from what was last place without a front wing. Of course, you know, the fact that it was USA did help quite a lot, because we didn't lose a lot of time without a front wing. We were still on the leader's lap. We were still on the same pit straight as everyone when we made our first pit stop for a front wing change in prime tyres. So it was like we almost started from 22nd place when the race started. So great pace there to get 4th place. Obviously missed out on the podium, and potentially with that pace I could have maybe got a win there, but unfortunate. We've got up to 3rd place in the Drive Championship. championship after Alonso didn't get any points there at the USA Grand Prix. So great stuff there for the championship, up into third place. I can't do any more. That's literally the best of the rest. My driver's a bit sad, I don't know why, but yeah, if you guys did enjoy that overtake pack episode, do give it a like, comment below what you thought, subscribe to you for weekly F1. I've been aarava, I hope you enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll see you guys next time.